Buses full of Mexican nationals also being sent back across the border. Mexico setting up the first of 9 migrant centers that will provide food, medical checkpoints, and a temporary place to stay. NewsNation's Jorge Ventura joining us now live in Texas with the latest on this. Jorge, good morning to you. What does this look like on the ground?
Well, good morning, Marnie. Right now I'm at the McAllen Hidalgo International Bridge. We sit right across Reynosa, Mexico, and on Tuesday we started to see the first buses of deported Mexican nationals in the early stages of what President Trump calls the largest deportation operation in U.S. history. Now, take a look at this new video here. NewsNation cameras captured buses of Mexican nationals deported back to Reynosa, Mexico. Even more deportations are expected to ramp up in the coming weeks. These are among the first Mexican nationals to be deported under the Trump administration. After being processed by Mexican authorities, deportees will board other buses again and head to Mexico City with several stops along the way. In an exclusive interview with NewsNation, Mexican immigration officials from the border state of Tamaulipas revealed their plans to handle the influx of Mexican national deportees. 3 new shelters are among to set to open soon in Reynosa, Matamoras, and Nuevo Laredo, Mexico. Each facility can hold up to 2,500 deportees and will provide temporary lodging, food, and medical checkups. However, these shelters will only accept Mexican nationals deported to Mexico and not foreign nationals. According to Mexican officials, Mexican nationals deportees will receive around 2,000 pesos, which is around $100 to assist with travel expenses back to their hometowns. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum is calling it the Mexico Embraces You program as officials continue to receive deportees.
With the current situation, the presidency of the Republic, under the leadership of the president, has implemented the Mexico Embraces program. This initiative will provide a range of support to repatriated Mexicans, including services and other benefits. And well, the National Institute of Migration is responsible for receiving them, providing them with a repatriation certificate, which serves as identification and arranging transportation to their place of origin.
And according to the Mexican government, they say they are sending around 180 buses to Mexican border towns to then bus those Mexican nationals to the interior of the country. And Marnie, according to my sources in Tijuana has also started to see Mexican nationals deported back to the port of entry as well.
Jorge, in all of this, the administration reinstated the controversial Remain in Mexico policy. What so far has been Mexico's reaction to that news?
Yeah, Marnie, the Trump administration is launching a policy that they first initiated back in 2019. So this would require asylum seekers and migrants who enter the United States through Mexico to remain in Mexico until their asylum cases are heard. Now, Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum and her cabinet members have already expressed their they are not pleased with the policy, they said, and they are disagreement with the Trump's latest initiative. Sheinbaum also called on Trump administration to not shut down that CBP One app, which did allow migrants to schedule asylum appointments at the legal port of entries. And according to critics, they argue that the Remain in Mexico policy forces migrants to live in Mexican border towns where many have been victims of abuse and extortion. As of right now, Mexico says they disagree with the latest Trump initiatives, but say they still remain ready to receive Mexican nationals and non-Mexican nationals deported back to Mexico, Marnie.
All right, some complex changes taking form.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.